Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this video, we will learn how to write name of Allah, DHAHIR. Now, before I start, of course, I'd like to remind you that we have a dedicated mobile app for Arabic calligraphy where you can learn many different scripts. We have an entire section dedicated to a free basic course, an in-depth free basic course, and you can also purchase high quality supplies from the app. The app is free to download. It is available on both Play Store and App Store. Go ahead and start your journey then. In today's video, like I said, we will do al-dhahir. We would be using the initial, middle, and the end shapes of these letters. I thought instead of writing alif, lam, and dhahir, this time we'd make a small change and say ya dhahir. So let's begin. We have ya. This would be approximately 2.5 nukta above the baseline. This is the first stroke of ya. The same goes with ba, ta, tha, noon as well. If you've done the connections, then you would understand what I mean. If you've not done connections, then I would suggest you start connections, and before that start with standalone letters and then come to Asmaul Husna. That's basically the journey. From here you make a half connection, come down slightly, around about half a nukta, and then from here you go up, such that the space here should not be more than 1 nukta. Now while going up, you will have a trajectory where you come towards the right hand side and then turn to the left. It's sort of an S curve, like this. Okay. Now the next letter is dha. This is my baseline, so I'll start with the baseline. Go up in this direction, turn, and then fall in the right hand side direction. Then twist the qalam like this slightly, so you give this edge which will enable you to make the next connection. One of the mistakes that students commit is they don't fall in this direction. Once they go up, they immediately come back. That's wrong. Avoid that mistake. Then you make a half connection like this and then come down in this fashion. Now you have to understand the shape of the letter is always dependent on the letter that follows it. Here we have alif, so we will continue this trajectory slightly and then go up from here. Let me demonstrate. So you continue and then go up, such that distance between this and this would be 1 nukta approximately. Again, I go up and turn towards my left, this. And I'll make my alif of tha. Right? So now I have ha followed by ra. Let's make ha in the initial form. I'll take the same shape that is used for standalone for convenience of students. Come down slightly and then move up. While moving up, you have to keep in mind that the first stroke and the second stroke, that is this stroke and this stroke, are not parallel. Go up in this fashion. Make sure that you make a proper connection here. Then come down in the opposite direction like this. In this direction. This stroke is similar to the number wahid, 1, that is, or this elongated sound that we make. I'll explain you in a while. The next stroke is this. Now I'm going to make ra al-istiqbani. So I drop and then here from lift the qalam from here, and with the tip of the qalam I make the stroke. And fill this in. Of course, I'll make my nuqta of ya here. This is ya dhahir. As far as the mizan is concerned, I leave it up to you to measure the mizan, and if possible, write in the comments. By now, you should be able to understand what the mizan is, the height, the width of every letter. If you haven't, or if you don't know, then you should start with standalone letters, then go to connections. By the time you finish these two courses, both are available in the app, by the way. In the app, it's a lot more detailed. On the YouTube, I have a couple of playlists which will give you fairly good information, inshallah. Go through those videos, put the playlist, and then come here. You should be able to assign the mizan to this beautiful word. Okay, that's all I have for this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.